There's a mushroom that grows only on Drum Kingdom, and it may or may not be effective against all sorts of illnesses. It was Chopper's fruits. How he's gonna cure every disease is getting revealed and awakened. Chat, I saw a crazy theory that said that Blackbeard was, you remember how he was introduced in Drum Kingdom, right? Blackbeard's group, when Luffy came to Drum Kingdom, they were like, we were just attacked by Blackbeard's group and they were looking for something. I think he was looking for Chopper. Chopper's fruit is a mythical. And I was like, no, it's not. I might be wrong. Let me see. You know how I said sometimes my own headcanon I take as fact because I believe it so hard? That's an example. It's not a mythical, but my theory, it is a mythical. Because it's just called the Hito no Mi. What model is it? It doesn't have a human model. Who else has a human model? Sengoku. But his is model Buddha. They're supposed to have a model. They have to have a model. Model is human. Because y'all are so dense, let me show you. And by dense, you just don't understand what I'm saying. I don't mean to insult you, but you're yelling at me in all caps when I'm literally right. So I'm just going to show you real quick. Hito no Mi. Hito means person. No is a possessive particle, I think. My grammar was not very good, but I know it's possessive. If I say hasten no apple, that means hastens apple. Mi. Model daibutsu. Hito no Mi. There's supposed to be a model here. There has to be a model here. There's no model here. He has a human fruit as well. Sengoku's fruit is Hito no Mi. Chopper's fruit is Hito no Mi, missing the model. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a model. There's gonna be. Because what exactly would the Hito no Mi do? Would it make you into a human? Well, no, Chopper's not even a human. He has different forms. But is he a human? No. Did it give him consciousness? Maybe. But other inanimate objects get consciousness from eating devil fruits, like the sword from Spandam. It's an elephant. Or the gun dog. I absolutely 100% believe Chopper is going to be some sort of key component, especially with his dream of wanting to cure all illnesses. There's gonna be something related. I don't really know too much, but we'll see. No one's calling the fruit Hito no Mi model Hito. Exactly. It's not model Hito. It's model something else. Model what? You don't have, I don't think you have examples of other fruits being that. Let me look up Lucci's fruit. Hold on. You see how it's Neko no Mi? If it was just Neko no Mi with no model, then he wouldn't just be a cat. There always is a model. What's a base cat? Exactly. There's no base cat. I feel like if it was a house cat, it would say Neko no Mi house cat. There's always a model. There is no basic cat. The only reason why you think there's a basic cat is because in your world, human beings have cats. Have you ever seen a cat in One Piece? They may not even have basic cats. He's very specific on naming every single Zoan fruit. That's important. Every single one. And you mean to tell me one of the most important Straw Hats, one of the ones that touched everybody's hearts the most, one of the ones that everybody's looking forward to the most is not... And Kureha! And Kureha herself is so weird because she's old and she's strong and she knows stuff. I think there's more. Miss Merry Christmas. Peckham's fruit? What fruit did he have? Let me see. Kame no Mi, a Zoan type devil fruit. So there's no model in this specific case. That's not enough to convince me. Because why was Blackbeard on Drum Kingdom? Nobody knows? So my theory might be right. And nobody knows. My theory that there might be more information than what we know about and y'all are all shutting me down as if you're writing the fucking show. Blackbeard was at Drum Kingdom for Chopper's fruit. And then he found out Chopper already ate it and left. I guarantee it. It makes so much sense. There was 4 god fruits labeled in Skypiea. Nika was one of them. Maybe Chopper's fruit is the model forest. I thought it was, they were referring to Blackbeard. He would have just taken Chopper. He didn't want the fruit that Chopper had. He didn't want Chopper, and he couldn't find Chopper, probably. I don't mean he didn't want Chopper. He probably couldn't find Chopper because he destroyed the whole kingdom looking for something, right? Also, can we talk about how Chopper made the rumbling balls? Something that we've never seen in the entire show. Something that can literally level up a Zoan. Hold on. I think I solved them. I think I solved it. Here's my final theory. I believe that, before I get into I believe, let me lay out this fact. Blackbeard was looking for something. Maybe. I believe he was looking for the exact same thing that Chopper was looking for. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is I think he was looking for the mushroom that could cure anything, just like Chopper was. For what reason? I'm not sure. Details? I can't get specific. But I think the mushroom that Chopper was looking for to cure all diseases that he tried to give to... I'm blanking on his name right now. Help me, chat. Hiruluk. And that mushroom was poisonous. But do you know what other mushroom that we 100% know was confirmed to be on Drum Kingdom? That could be the mushroom that cures all disease. What mushroom is it? The mushroom that Chopper already ate. What is Chopper's goal? To cure all diseases. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. He wanted to cure all diseases, but he already had the mushroom to cure all diseases. That's why he's so smart. It's Hitonomi model like Einstein or Isaac Newton or Big Brain. It gives you consciousness. It gives you a brain. It gives you intelligence. It gives you the ability to be so smart you cure every single disease in the world. Just like Chopper wanted. And just like the rumored mushroom that could cure all diseases. Why would Oda just write that? Why would he just write that and forget about it? He didn't. Chopper ate it. He knew Chopper ate it. When is he going to reveal it to us that Chopper ate it? When we get into Blackbeard's backstory. Because Blackbeard left Kureha. Kureha was an old ass pirate that was badass. She's like 120. Blackbeard knows her. She told Blackbeard some fake information so he would leave and be like, that shit's just not real. That's my theory. Are you saying Chopper's fruit is the all-purpose mushroom? I'm saying the rumored mushroom that gives you the ability to cure any disease wasn't an ingredient. It was intelligence. What do y'all think? What are we saying? Because what? How would one mushroom cure any disease? If you use the mushroom one time, it's gone. You used it. It's not a consumable one-of-a-time mushroom. It's one mushroom. Every disease in the world that can be cured is from this. That makes sense to me. I'm investing in that theory. Yes! It's just a parallel? That's what they all say before Oda fucking reveals it. Why would the government hide the fruit's real name? That's a pretty good question. They hide a lot of devil fruits' names for a lot of reasons. Name two. All right, you got me. I can only name one. It's literally, what I meant was they don't hide fruits. They hide information that they don't like. And if you're so smart you can cure any disease, that might not be too good for the government. Because why would they want somebody that can cure their chemical weapons? They don't. Why would they want somebody that can cure or make an antidote to anything that they make, any biological shit? They literally do that all the time. They don't want that. That's maybe a reason. Or it could be they just don't know. That everybody just thinks this mushroom is just a Hitonomi. But you may be wondering, that mushroom never existed. Chopper just thought it would cure the disease because it had a skull on it. Who told Chopper about the mushroom that could cure any disease? Dr. Hiruluk told Chopper about a mushroom that could cure all disease. Chopper heard soldiers talking about a mushroom that could cure all diseases. Chopper found a book in Hiruluk's place that depicted the mushroom. Oh, Chopper went on a journey to find the mushroom, which he named the Amiudake, the all-curing mushroom. What if the devil fruit Chopper ate has an ability or persona of a doctor or healing deity? It could easily be a healing deity. Here's a Hitomi, and here is the mushroom he gave him. Boom. I think my theory might be right. Fuck. Here's a revisit drum arc. There is no all-curing mushroom that Hiruluk was talking about, except Chopper thought there was. What are you gaslighting me? Hiruluk was talking about the symbol of the skull, a symbol of freedom and possibility. Chopper mistook the symbol for it curing everything. Nah, Hiruluk told Chopper there's a mushroom that can cure anything. 1 second, chat. See, Chopper innocently assumed it was a miracle mushroom because of a misinterpretation of the skull and crossbones in a medical book in comparison to Jolly Roger. But he did tell him about a miracle mushroom before. I'm sure of it. Bro. I'm subscribed to your theory of Chopper got the forest god. There's a god named Asclepius that is the god of medicine and healing. And guess what? He's also the son of Apollo, Greek god of the sun. Chapter 142, page 13. Looking it up expeditiously. Chapter 142. Chat, you were trying to gaslight me for so long that this wasn't even real. That there was no all-curing mushroom ever. Let's see. Wait. Page 13? Is it? Hey, before you say Hiruluk was talking about the cherry blossom medicine, no. The cherry blossom medicine that he made was not to cure any disease. That doesn't even make sense. To cure any disease, no. What he's talking about for the cherry blossom stuff is this specific illness, the country sickness, the hearts of the people sickness. They say there's no cure for a sick country, but they're wrong. And that's what he did with the cherry blossom. And a miracle for this guy, okay? I feel like this is all going to come back. That means there's no such thing as an incurable disease. No matter what anyone says, I'll be the doctor who saves the country. Bro, what's going on? Why the poor turnout in the security force lately? The 20 doctors sent some of us to pick mushrooms. Yeah, some mushroom that grows only on this island, and it may or may not be effective against all sorts of illnesses. One more time. There's some mushroom that grows only on Drum Kingdom, and it may or may not be effective against all sorts of illnesses. And that's when Chopper misinterpreted what Hiruluk heard and gave him the skull and crossbones mushroom that poisoned Hiruluk. But this mushroom that only grows on this specific island was not the poison. It was Chopper's fruits. And if you need another refresher, what is the fruit that can only grow on this one island? The only mushroom that can grow on this island, it's the Hito Hito. You think there's something as important as a Hito Hito, as a human fruit, that gives Chopper literal intelligence, consciousness, and he's not special. I think he is. Devil fruits can be reincarnated anywhere, unless it can only grow on this. Chosen animal, 20 months.
Stop trying to cook, bro. He just a tanuki who got
All right, I am going to take your advice and stop cooking, but only because we've been reading one chapter for an hour. And that's because we've been talking about this theory for so long. But I'm satisfied with that proof. There was not just a misinterpretation and then a random mushroom was selected. No, it's common knowledge. Blackbeard would not go to Drum Kingdom unless it was for something specific. He had goals. I believe he was specifically going there for that Hitomi, for his doctor. I think he wanted to give that to his Doc Q. Because if you have a doctor on your squad who can cure any illness, that's OP. It's pretty strong. Chopper isn't the only Zoan without a model. It's true. You know, also entire devil fruits who've had the wrong name for the whole show. You can't believe everything you're told, brother. You can't believe everything you're spoon-fed and then expect to make theories. Well, Oda didn't actually say that his fruit was model fucking healing god, so we can rule out that he's not a fucking healing god. He wouldn't give it a model if it was something to hide. It makes sense he specifically wouldn't hide that for a reason. And if you're referring to other devil fruits that are way less important, like a fucking turtle shell, which literally has no relevance to anything whatsoever, it's a little different. I'm referring to the literal Straw Hat's doctor's goal and how he's gonna cure everything. How would Chopper cure every disease? How would Chopper cure every disease? You think he's just gonna get smart enough and Oda's gonna be like, okay, final goal of curing every disease is literally just a time lapse of him going around to different islands and literally figuring out different diseases? No. How he's gonna cure every disease is getting revealed and awakened. Yuha fought Monster Point Chopper? Let me reiterate that. Yuha fought Monster Point Chopper. There's more to Kureha. There's more to Chopper. There's more to Drum Kingdom. There's more to Blackbeard. She's strong as fuck. She's not normal. She's crazy. I bet Kureha was somebody very important, Doctor. When and where? It wasn't shown, but she was helping Chopper make the Monster Point. She was the one containing Chopper. Like Jiraiya and Naruto, she was the one stopping Chopper from going crazy on Drum Kingdom. She was the Rock's doctor. She was the Rock's doctor, bruh. I guarantee she fought him. Wouldn't Heroic live if it's a devil fruit and not a poison mushroom? There's some mushroom that can cure anything. Exactly. Somebody already made the theory. Somebody else already made the theory on Reddit years ago. Anytime you think you're original, somebody else already had it. Chat, I think they changed this, chat. Before, it used to say it enlightens the user before. When I checked this theory out last time, I was looking this up and it said it, not last time like stream, when I was looking at it myself, it said it enlightens the user, and now that those words are not there anymore. One mushroom is not going to be able to make you any cure to any disease in the world. If it was an ingredient, if it was an ability, then it could give the user the ability to solve any sickness in the world, which is why Chopper can solve things that nobody else can. Think about it. Why is he so much smarter than everybody? He's just a reindeer. It's because he actually has that fruit. And it's a Hitohinomi, so it's a Zoan. What kind of Zoan is it? Is it just a regular old Joe Schmo Zoan? I don't think so. I think it's an unnamed, legendary, mythical Zoan that's gonna be some sort of like god. There's a gods all the time when you have the Hito. The only two Hitos, which means person, human, is Sengoku, which is literally Buddha, and Luffy, which is literally the sun god. And Chopper is gonna be a healing god. It's a Zoan fruit, but it never said what model it is. Usually, the human fruit has models. Also, Onimaru. Oh, that's right. That's my theory. What kind of fruit did he have? It's another mythical Zoan. That's another mythical Zoan. Every Hitohinomi we've ever seen has been a mythical Zoan. And we know devil fruits get their strength from somebody believing in them. From lots of people believing in them. So lots of people believed in this monk. Lots of people believed in Luffy, sun god. Lots of people believe in Buddha. Lots of people are going to believe in some sort of all-curing mushroom that's going to make Chopper a god of healing. It's why Chopper can heal any disease that anybody else can't. Chopper, the human fruit model, Jesus. Believe in someone that can cure anything. I think it all checks out. But then again, a lot of theories are like that and then they're just wrong. So we'll see. If you don't remember, that monk is actually the fox guarding the bridge. Yeah. Because also think about how weird the rumble balls are. The rumble balls literally affect a devil fruit. He's the only person besides Caesar who could augment their devil fruit. I think technically Caesar augmented it. Probably overthinking it. I don't think so. Because also Blackbeard was on Drum Kingdom. Blackbeard has an extensive knowledge of devil fruits. He was already, this whole time, been setting things up to get the strongest devil fruits possible. The strongest ones. He got Whitebeards. He got all of his crew new devil fruits. He was starting the whole time. He betrayed Whitebeard for a strong devil fruit. He was at Drum Kingdom to get that devil fruit. He wanted it for his doctor, I think. I feel like if he awakened his devil fruit like Luffy did, then Chopper will get his true form. Yes, Chopper's gonna awaken his devil fruits. He has to. And when he does, he's gonna get the whole shebang. He's going to get like Zoan Cloud. He's going to get a new form. He's going to be a god. The monster point might be similar to his awakened. The monster point might be his awakened, but controlled. Maybe his, I don't know though. We'll see. I guess he can already Wendigo fruit. Ah, shit! Oh my God! I figured it out, chat. I believe I figured it out. This only supports my theory more. Somebody said Chopper looked like a Wendigo. Somebody said Chopper looked like a Wendigo, right? And his monster point. I don't really know what a Wendigo is. So I said Wendigo. And then I said Wendigo healing god to kind of, if there's anything with a healing god or something like that. And then I was like, nah, let's just search up what a Wendigo is. A Wendigo is a supernatural cannibalistic monster from whatever the fuck, folklore, right? What is this? I don't know. Some sort of folklore. So then I was like, well, if Wendigo, if Chopper's getting his whole character kind of around this folklore, I typed in this folklore healing god. Nothing really came up. So then I just typed in healing. It includes the story of the medicine woman in the moon and the use of Manato to heal the body and environment. A powerful healer who could cure most illnesses. It does not end there. Here we have motions giving more evidence to support this theory. They're the Guppy Mermaid quintuplets. Ichika, Nika, Sanka, Yonka. This should be Go. Ichi means 1, Ni means 2, San means 3, Yon means 4. This should be Goka, right? Pretty simple. If those are supposed to be named after One Piece gods, then Goka would be missing. Take the girl to the altar of the god of the sun, god of the rain, god of the forest, god of the earth, god of Goka. What does Goka mean? Chopper's devil fruit is model Goka. Its translation, the chestnut. Okay. Golden Bell has 5 chestnuts. There is a god missing from here. And I saw another theory that said just today, because it's fresh on my mind, that Blackbeard was the missing god, and there was a lot of relation to the moon for that proof. The moon is not Blackbeard. The moon symbolization has been Chopper. His devil fruit is something to do with this. I can't find that theory that had Blackbeard being the moon. I really think the medicine woman in the moon. I'm pretty sure in Drum Kingdom, there was a ton of references to the moon. Chat, if you want to know what a Wendigo is, this is a Wendigo. It's literally like what Chopper's based off of. So a Wendigo type looking creature ate the fruit of an also existing person in that same folklore, the medicine woman. Who the hell came down on the moon? I was about the moon god at first because I figured Blackbeard would be the moon. Yeah, that's how they throw you off though. Look at this. They throw you off with this. He wants you to think that Blackbeard's gonna be the moon because it counters Luffy so perfectly, and Luffy's supposed to be, the Blackbeard's supposed to be Luffy's massive op. But the whole time it was always Chopper. I could be wrong, chat, but that sounds so reasonable. He wanted the moon, but never got it. He wanted it. That's so true. He wanted the moon. He was at Drum Kingdom for that fruit. That was his very first stop in the story that we know of. That was his very first move. My question would be, Chopper randomly found it in the wild. No humans came into contact with it yet. How did Blackbeard get news about it being there if devil fruit spawned randomly all over the world? I think this one might be conditional, where it can only spawn in like cold biome or something. It's been common knowledge that there's a mushroom that can cure all diseases on Drum Kingdom. Last time I looked this up, in the One Piece manga, they were trying to get, in the One Piece manga, Walpole was sending people to try to look for it. They were all trying to look for the mushroom that can cure all diseases on Drum Kingdom. What if it turns out devil fruits grow where the old user died? That one mushroom. Bartholomew was in Wano then? Devil fruit can travel. People carry it around. I think Blackbeard might have ate Whitebeard. Because if you eat somebody, you get their devil fruit, right? That's how Big Mom got her devil fruit. She ate Mother Caramel. When Blackbeard put the cover over, he either used the Yami, which gets stronger when it's dark, to extract the fruit, or he ate some of Whitebeard's body. Maybe the heart. He had so many holes in him, he could have just took his heart out and ate it. Big Mom ate it all, but you have no proof that you only need to eat all of it. Do you have to eat all of one devil, get the devil fruit? No. You have to eat just a little bit. You only need a bite. Holy shit, chat. This theory crafting's going nuts. It could be completely wrong, but I think Chopper's the moon god. Dumbass! They made it back to the Grand Line. So true! Hawkeye finally stopped spawn camping them. The Grand Line. That's long before Nolan's day. What a tale. Nolan and Cricket! Ready for another dive? Oh my god, they were diving with the Uki! Now this is the stuff of dreams. Dude, chat. Sorry, I know we're in the middle of reading, but my brain is just thinking about Chopper being the moon god. So like, it was right in front of our faces the whole time. Chat, he literally planned that. He planned it back in Drum Kingdom. It's why he said there was a mushroom. It's why there's the moon. It's why Chopper's a Wendigo. He knew exactly what he was doing. Chopper has always been this. It's never been a surprise. Fucking Cricket's chestnut ass head going through the panel. The chestnuts mean something, chat. The chestnuts mean something too. I'm telling you, it's in your face. Look at the end of his spear. It's literally a chestnut. It's in your face, chat. There's a chestnut on the end of this shit. I don't know. There's a chestnut. I'm gonna go fucking crazy trying to think of theories. Everything's a theory. What the fuck a chestnut gonna do? I don't fucking know, but why the fuck does that guy have a chestnut on his head? That shit doesn't make any sense. How is Nolan the guy who found Jaya? Was Jaya who also had it? Was Jaya like something? I don't know. Chestnut theory. I'm about to go schizo trying to think of something. If this ends up being real, I'm gonna be screaming all day. He has a chestnut on the end of his motherfucking spear. Zoro is Kushina. Okay.